Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Module 5 of Characterpreneur. I am so excited about this module because we're going to do a deep dive into character and civility in dealing with the government and in dealing with laws and regulations. This is really, really important for leaders and for business owners who are looking to do business in a civil way, a character-based way, so that they are transforming the world while they are transforming their communities and also building profitable, sustainable enterprises. So I have a treat for you today. In this module, in our supplemental training, I am with none other than Ambassador Dr. Clyde. He is amazing. And those of you in the Characterpreneur program, I know you've heard of him. You may not have had the pleasure of meeting him or being trained by him. Well, you will get that tonight. Dr. Rivers, welcome to Module 5.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here. Man, TC, any work you're doing, I'm a part of. I officially appoint myself as a part of anything you're doing. This is great.
Thank you so much. We welcome you, welcome you. Well, Dr. Rivers, let's get started a little bit. I want you to talk about your inspiring story, just to give some context to you and what inspired your work, and then tell us a little bit about the incredible work that you're doing around the world with civility and golden rule.
Yeah. The one thing that really inspired me is I realized that every individual in the world has a gift. And as I tell people often, I said, we don't have an economic famine in the world. We have a gift famine. The one with the gift sometimes doesn't have the ability to bring the gift to the market. Example, if a person is into like human trafficking, or a person is mistreated by the various systems of the world, that person's contribution never comes to the earth. And I just believe that everyone is created with special gifts and talents that each other needs. And if we can find a way to allow everyone to bring their contribution to the world, we have a better place.
That is absolutely right. Yes, bringing their contribution to the world. And so for this particular module, thank you for sharing that. I want to, first we're going to do an overview. And so participants in our class, you get to see us model how we use social marketing to really transform the world, to provide quality training inside of the program, and also share information with the public. And so for the first part of this conversation, Dr. Rivers and I are going to chat in a way that you're going to see this on social media. Now, if you're watching this part of the video on social media, consider yourself really privileged to be a part of someone's community where you can see the first part of this conversation. If you're interested in more of the conversation, then I'm going to invite you to visit characterpreneur.com so you can find out how to be a part of our Characterpreneur program. So Dr. Rivers, this session, and I'm gonna address my notes now because we're gonna do get really serious. And we were serious, but we're gonna do a deep dive into the content, and that is this topic that we're discuss tonight is all about strategies for civility when working with governmental authorities and within political systems. Now we know that can be difficult, especially when a leader or a business owner feels that they are at odds with whatever the governing authority is that regulates their business or is in charge of the territory in which they live, the country, the locality of where they live. What are some general strategies that leaders can employ so that they are civil and character-based, even if they do not agree with what's going on?
See, this is what I was flying home from Ethiopia a couple weeks ago. I sat next to a gentleman on the airplane, and he told me something so powerful. He said, Dr. Rivers, to hope is a luxury. And I'm going to explain that. He said, in countries where there's poverty, to be able to hope is a luxury. So what that means is when a country is so far into poverty, so far into just poverty, it's hard to hope because the people live every day in, I have to survive today.
Right.
I have to survive today.
Right.
Now, what happens, sometimes that mentality hits governments.
Mm-hmm.
I have to survive, because people don't understand, in many countries, there is no retirement plan when you get done. There is no system in place for actually you to go do anything. So what happens, you have to get all you can while you're in a position of authority.
Wow.
And see, people, and then I tell people this, it takes corruption to have a corrupt deal. It takes it on both parts. So it isn't just a country or a government that's corrupt. If someone from another country comes in and does a business deal that's corrupt, they're just as corrupt as the one they're working with. Mm-hmm. So this is what I say. I tell people, I live by the golden rule. As I'm approached with things, I said, sir, if that was your money, I wouldn't want to skim off the top of that. Would you want me to skim off the top of your money, sir? Oh, no. Okay, well, I want to make sure that we keep everything intact. So I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated. It's a real simple principle. And what happens is, many times you have to create the actual narrative for them to work with you under, because they will listen, because they need. So when a government needs, it's going to hear, and it's going to basically adhere to whatever you say. That's the difference.
That is really powerful, Dr. Rivers. That's powerful. You control the narrative. You write the narrative. Now, what if you're in a situation where you feel that there's a lot of competition?
Yeah.
You can't control the narrative. You feel, or you may have an owner or a leader who feels they have no choice but to do whatever it is presented. How can they shift how they feel?
What it is this. I explained to those leaders how doing it wrong has a short shelf life. Yeah. And I say, show me someone that has done it wrong that does it for a long time. I said, sir, you are thinking short-term victory, but I'm going to be here year after year after year. And the actual benefit is I'm going to bring other people like myself in. So that's going to help you build longevity and leave a legacy in your country. So show me people that do it wrong, and I will show you a short shelf life. So what it is, the whole time I'm in educate them mode. I'm going to educate. This here may take, yes, this may happen quickly and swiftly, but sir, there's a back door to it. There's a consequence to the mistreatment of people.
That's powerful, Dr. Rivers. There is a consequence, and longevity is the key, right? We're all about helping our leaders and our business owners create sustainable businesses, yes, create legacy businesses. Well, this is concluding the very first part of our interview. Facebook family, Twitter family, social media, YouTube family, I hope that you have enjoyed this training. If you want to find out more about the Characterpreneur training, go to characterpreneur.com. If you want to keep up, you can't keep up, but if you want to learn more about the tremendous work Dr. Rivers is doing around the world, literally around the world with world leaders. Dr. Rivers, can you let our audience know the best way to travel with you?
Go to my Facebook wall. I will let you on as friends. As a matter of fact, TC, in the morning, I leave to speak in the British Parliament. I'll be speaking in the House of Commons next Wednesday.
Wow.
And these actual doors are opening up because guess what? People have watched incivility not work for a long time. And now they're asking for hope.
They're asking for hope. So folks, you've heard it. Follow Dr. Rivers, Clyde Rivers on Facebook.